Let's get raw and real.
I'm Kelsey,
And I'm Jade.
and these are unfiltered conversations.
On becoming who we really are. Hi.
Yeah.
What, bangs? I like it. I was wondering when I saw your picture, I was like, she looks different.
I just cut them myself, so they're a little crazy. I still gotta
Yeah, but you
figure.
have curly hair, so you can't tell.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
love it. It
They-
gives it like a little oomph.
I know. I know. I was like feeling that. I was like, I want like a little more like vibe. And
I
I don't know,
like
it all started because I was like smoking this like herbal cigarette in the tub, and I was like, I was just feeling myself, and I was like, I feel like I need a new a new do.
you're like new me today.
Literally.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Oh. I know I'm like I'm actually like done up for work for once, so
Oh my God. Look at
yeah.
you.
Well, fancy.
Oh, so fancy. Oh my God.
Okay. So I feel like there's so much to talk about, but really quick, I just have this literally just happened. So I'm
Okay.
like writing in my journal. I'm like, I'm ready to be in the next chapter. I want to receive clear confirmations of my right path for the opportunity. I want for those opportunities to fall into my lap, to be open and ready for what is to come. I'm done with the old. It is clear to me now how these things have no benefit in my life. I need all the outside noise gone, no AI, no input, just me, Nola, the universe ready to receive and give back. And I literally had written, like, how can I give for those who need it? And then I randomly looked at my personal Instagram, and this guy reached out to me and was like, hey, do you know a good therapist? Or asked me if I was a therapist.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, well, no, I'm a life coach. Like I help with like goals in your life and like positive transformation. And he was like, well, I think I need both. And he like wants to talk to me. And it's someone who I know through like, I guess you could say like a mutual acquaintance. Like I don't know her super, super well. And it's been a long time since I've like seen her in person. But how fucking crazy is that? That he literally had just sent that message. I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa, that is wild. Wait, so the thing that you read, someone sent that to you?
No, I wrote that in my journal.
Okay, I
Literally
thought,
just now, like right before he sent that message. I was
okay.
like, uh, okay. I'm like,
That's also so wild because I keep hearing that same message. It's like, um, from multiple people and myself, it's like tune out the world and tune in.
mhm.
Um, and someone else posted about this too, of like, she's like, I'm unfollowing all the like spiritual advisors and this and that I'm following because it's just like it's so much it is so much opinions and noise. Like,
Yes.
and it's like she's like, I'm really learning to like tune in. And I feel like I'm in a process right now of the same exact thing. It's like all these mentors that I've had, I'm like realizing like I I need to like, yeah, I need to come back to this.
Yeah. And
And
like I go to AI, like I was telling someone, actually like met with like another business coach yesterday just to like hear about her stuff. And I was just like, I just literally lost what I was going, where I was going to go with that.
I love that.
Oh my God. I literally looked at my lemon and got distracted in here.
That is the story of my life. Oh my God.
Something about no noise. I don't know, but yeah.
And lemon.
Yeah, I was like, lemon. I was like, they're so large.
I love it. But that's so cool. That's amazing. So potential, this would be your first client then?
Yeah, like my official first client,
Oh my
which is
God.
interesting too, because it's not even something like I don't know. Because he said that he was like, I feel like I'm going to lose my girlfriend if I don't do something.
Hmm.
Um, Maybe I need to be a relationship coach. They say if you can't do, teach.
You can do it all.
Like, I mean, I'm in one, but it's very, very like slow moving because, he doesn't really speak a whole lot of English. So,
Yeah. I that like I just I it blows my mind. I'm like so in awe of you. I'm like, wow.
I know. But I think, like, I was thinking about this too, and like, I adore him. He adores me too. Like, he really does. Like, he just thinks I am like so fantastic. And I think he is too. And we
Yeah.
do talk deeper in conversations on like with Google Translate, but we also only see each other like once a week too. So it's like I don't have to do the daily day in and day out with him because
Mhm.
I could see myself getting frustrated and just being
Totally.
like, oh my fucking God, like I just don't have time to even like slow down and like explain this to you or fucking text it out. Like just
Totally.
I've got to work, bye
Yeah.
or something, you
Oh
know?
yeah. Yeah.
So I think because we both have like busy schedules with things that we've got going on and seeing each other once a week, like that helps
Hmm.
um for me to have patience, I
For
guess.
sure. I mean, I feel like that's like the key to like any relationship is just like, at least
Yeah.
like, what I've learned in my relationships, it's like if I'm living with the person and I'm working with the person and I'm just all my friends are involved, we have the same friends, it's like I can't breathe. Like it you
Yeah.
just become like a blob. And I'm just really learning and seeing how important um like I mean now that I've like my new dynamic is like I guess I'm polyamorous. I don't really know what to call it, but
Mm.
it's like I I'm not going to be living with anyone. Like I'm always going to have my own place.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
I'm saying that right now. I don't know, things can change, of course, but
Right.
it's just so important to me. And then choosing to come together rather than it being like, oh, you again.
Yeah, yeah, in like the same house. That's how I get too. And it's funny because my friend was like, well, you should dig into that and figure out why you don't want to be close to people. And like, well, she didn't even word it that way. How did she say
Mm,
it? She was basically like, because I said how I feel like I'm very avoidant sometimes, like in the love language realm or whatever, and or like the types of love. I can't remember what it is.
mm.
But like I feel very avoidant sometimes. And she was like, well, basically saying like if I only see him once a week and if I didn't want to see him like the next weekend, like that's like an issue. And I'm like, no, it's not. I just like my alone time. Like for
Yeah.
me, I was just like, not really.
Yeah.
Like I really did sit there and think about it, and I was like, am I like pushing him away? And I was like, no, because I just got really frustrated one weekend and I was just in a blah mood. It wasn't even him. And I told him that. Like it took us a while to like talk it out because of the translation and everything. But and it might have just been lost in translation with me and her too, because we were like texting about it and not like actually talking about it. But yeah, I was just kind of like, wait a minute. I was like, no. I was like, that's not it. I was like, we're taking it slow. Like seeing each other once a week is fucking plenty.
Mm,
Like we have a everyone has a lot of stuff going on in their lives. Like and if I need several days to be by myself, like I don't see that as a problem. It's just how I operate. Like I don't need people all the effing time.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
If anything, I think like it just shows like your level of awareness with yourself, which is so important in a relationship because you know you need space and you're
yeah.
able to like take that for yourself versus like just getting into the same patterns unconsciously and falling into like a blob situation like I was in, you know,
Yeah.
it it's it's easy to do. So
100%.
yeah, so I think everyone has different levels of like what they need and how much of they need of just different things. Like there's no
For
one way.
sure. Yeah. And I have learned that about myself. I'm like, I need a lot of time to like recharge by myself. Like I even told her, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, sometimes with the roommates, I'm just like, can y'all fucking leave?
Yeah.
Like, can I have some time to myself? Like when I get like a day or two to myself, especially when I've been like doing a lot or like, this past weekend, my friend was in town and like I did stuff like every day because it was Memorial Weekend. And yesterday and today, like both my roommates have kind of been like gone most of the time, or they've like slept in and then they just like head out. And I'm like, this is
Right.
so nice. I'm like, I just needed to be a blob in front of the TV and like not have to think or do for anyone or anything.
Yeah, no, it's so important. Like, um, it's interesting because like, right now I'm at my parents and it's not like they're like all up in my business. Like I have my own space, I have my own room. Like I don't see them that much. but there is like an energetic component of like having a whole space to yourself to just be like, oh.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. It's so nice. And I
Yeah,
need that a lot, apparently.
same.
Like it's just how I
Yeah.
am. Because I'm just
What's
a energy ball, apparently.
yeah, or I forget what's your human design? Oh,
Manifesting
yes,
generator.
yes,
Yeah.
totally.
And I'm
Yeah.
also just very like, and I've always been like that. I'm just really, really sensitive. Like I've definitely got like that healer, like I absorb people's energies like so easily. And I learned in the past like only few years how to like not absorb other people's energies and hurts and pains. And like when they're going through something, I would literally like feel it. Like I was going through it and it would like put me down and out. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I finally realized I'm like, oh, I'm taking on like everyone else's energy. No
Yes.
wonder everyone loves to be around me. Go away.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
stop taking
So
my stuff.
yeah, yeah, 1000%. Like, I feel very similarly. Like my whole life, I've always felt things very deeply. And then it
Mhm.
was like, I felt like when um, if I was not drinking, I probably would never have been as social and going out and doing all those things. Like
Same.
that allowed me to like really just be like, "Psh, what energy? We're good here."
Yeah. Because
And
you numbed it. It like numbed all that. Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
for
But yeah,
sure.
so after like just yeah, being sober for how long, I'm like, oh yeah, I need so much time and space alone. Like it's so necessary.
100%. So
Yeah.
I want to hear about this past weekend. I'm like, I've been waiting. I'm like, I'm not even gonna ask. Cabaret woman experience for the first time. I'm just
This
like,
has been
oh, you
crazy.
were doing
You
it
know,
up, hanging out in the lagoon naked.
yeah, wild. So yeah, so I used to live in right outside of Miami in Homestead. And it's so funny because like I lived on like a tropical fruit farm and like the friends that I made there were just like, raw hippies, like just roughing it, like not Miami at all.
Right.
And so when I went to go visit my friends, I was staying with her and her RV, and she lives on this land that is gorgeous. Like she doesn't own it, she just like lives there. But the woman like was from Hawaii or something, and so she's just like it's like legit has like a lagoon, like insane with waterfalls. I'm like, what?
So crazy. Yeah. I'm like, that's where I need to live. I need a lagoon.
Yes. Yes. Like one dip in the water is just like, oh, I'm alive again. Like that's how I
Oh,
recharge, I notice.
I love
Um,
that.
so yeah, it's okay. This is like really wild because I mean, Chuck, like my energy healer
Mhm.
guy. I did a session with him before I went, and he's able to like measure when things are for you and when they're not, kind of thing. And so he measured like the cabaret experience that I was going to be dancing in. And he was like, yeah, this is like really aligned for you. And I was
Ooh.
like, oh, okay, cool. And so it's interesting because after the fact now, I think it was aligned for me to be with this girl. Like,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, like, you know how it's like you
You're
always
like,
think
it wasn't the cabaret experience. It was so I could
exactly.
have that experience before the cabaret.
Like because honestly like the cabaret was awesome, but it was also just like it wasn't like my soul was like fuck yes, like
Yeah.
it was like amazing to like get dressed up with the girls and they were so cool, and like I just loved like dancing and like being in that environment where like sexuality is like celebrated, and just yeah, like all of it, it's amazing. And that wasn't the highlight. Like that wasn't.
That's why I was so interested to hear because last time that's what we talked about. And you were like, I don't know if I should. Like, I'm natural and they're like shaved and
Yeah.
makeupy and all that. So that's why I was like so excited to hear how that went.
Yeah. Yeah. It ended up like, so I did end up just like, doing a little grooming for myself, but like I still am like completely like my armpits and my legs and like you know, my bush still there. But
All of it. You're
but
like,
I
that is
was
not going away. Thank
that is
you.
not going away. But I was like, I will do a little spring cleaning.
Nothing wrong with a little trim.
Yeah, exactly. She was a wild woman.
That's so funny.
Um, so yeah, and it ended up being like a non-issue whatsoever. Like it was just very much like totally, totally cool. Like,
Good.
yeah.
So I know you were like super worried about that. So I'm glad to hear that it wasn't like anything. You were just like, oh, okay, never
Yeah,
mind. And like
yeah,
now you know too. So
yeah. You know what was really interesting about this experience? So it was not only was it was meant to be like a conscious like strip club experience. The
hmm
girl who created it, she was a stripper for like 3 nights, and she was like, she had a terrible experience, and she was like, I
hmm
love this, and I want to create my own experience so that it's like more like higher vibes kind of thing. Um,
Yeah.
and so the people were all vetted before coming in, and it was just like this experience of like, we're celebrating all of this together. Um,
hmm
and so the way it was set up is like there's performers, and then there was also like vixens, which like I was one of the vixens. And so you, at one point in the night we were performing, but our other role is like to like a strip club, like you can go up to guys and like offer services. Like they didn't have a cabaret license, so they couldn't really do like anything like really sexual, but like I don't know,
Yeah.
it's like energy work or like grounding touch, like tarot, like just different, that kind of stuff. And I kid you not, like I could not fucking do it. Like
Really?
I couldn't do it. I was terrified to like go up to guys and just be like,
What do you
hey,
want, buddy? Like that's how I feel I'd be. I'd be like, hey, like I wouldn't know what to do.
like that's how I felt. I was like, I have no idea how to like work my charm here. And then I also have this like, I was like, it was interesting. I was kind of pinning it back to like growing up, I never had like really positive male influences, like
Mm.
friends and stuff, and like guys who like lifted me up in that way. I only had guys who were like complete assholes and like made fun of me and like just like and I
Bros.
was, yeah, and I was just noticing like that's what was coming up in the back of my head as I was like about to like go and talk to these people, was like, why would they want me? You know, like
Um,
that kind of like limiting mindset. And so that was an interesting part. And when I told that to my friend who created this whole experience, she was like, yeah, that's like the most challenging part of being a stripper, is like you will get rejected over and over and over and over. Like
yeah. And you
that's
just can't
just
take it personal. Yeah.
exactly. And I was like, all right, so I guess this is like a growth edge for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost in like anything. It's even with like me reaching out to people for coaching and stuff, you know, how like they want us to do in this program that I'm in, they want us to do DMs. And I'm just like, okay, like literally I've sent out like 50 DMs and I've had like four people answer. Cool.
Right.
And like I don't take
Totally.
offense to it and like I don't take it personally, but I have like worked on that for a very long time. Like in the corporate world, actually, it was like
Yeah.
a course that I took on being an executive assistant. And they said, they were like, put a Q-tip on your keyboard and just remember, and Q-tip stands for quit taking it personally. When anytime anybody like goes off the handle or acts aggressively towards you or like whatever, they were like, it's never about you. Like, don't take it personal. So I've had that like ingrained in my brain from then. I mean, that's just like almost 10 years ago.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah. So I try
Wow.
not to take it personal, but it still eats at you sometimes. And you're just like, please, come on. Why
Totally.
don't you want me?
Totally. 1,000%. And I think because, you know, this is like huge for me, because a big part of like me going on Fansly and like reclaiming my sexuality is because like I get to see my like aliveness, my sexiness, my like femininity and like my desire. Cause I spent so many years like not seeing that.
hmm
So that was like all coming up in my face of just being like, here you go. Like,
Right. Yeah, for sure. It's like a whole, you're like, oh, okay, we're Because I was also thinking about this earlier too. Trying to say that I've thought about some of the things, but sorry, my dog is crazy. The garage door is open. She
Oh, again,
on the
I like
wall, like
didn't even hear. Oh my
I know.
God.
I love that it blocks her out.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know. I'm so glad because yeah, it's insane now. But I was like, she because she just like hit the garage doors. Like, okay.
Oh
That's
my God.
um now I've like lost my train of thought.
Mm.
Hey. um I'm like, what was I trying to say?
Same.
All right, next.
And it's gone. Um,
Completely gone.
oh, well, what I was gonna say is like, what I love about exploring this world is that so many people have this like views of like, oh, being a sex worker is easy. Oh, being a stripper is easy. Like, and it's like I'm firsthand like learning like all of the challenges and how like it doesn't matter what you do in this life. Like
Mhm.
there will always be challenges. Like nothing is easy. And it's
Yeah.
just like choosing what challenges you're willing to face. And so it's like I love that I'm seeing like firsthand of like what the world thinks of these careers or these like, and like I'm like, this is terrifying. Like
Seriously, yeah.
I get
That's what I was
them.
gonna say. It like peels back a whole nother layer. You're like, oh, I thought I had worked through this with like getting on Fansly, and you're like, let me jump into this cabaret scene and like just up it a level. Like I thought I had dealt with this. No, like just a
Yeah.
whole new layer and perspective of it, like again and again and again. Like it's just this life cycle of like the same things and looking at them differently all the time.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was like, oh, I dipped my toe in the water and I like shed some layers, on Fansly. And then it's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah,
Here's the
here
next
it
one.
is. Let's step it up to the next level.
Yeah. But I did see how far I've come in like this new version of me versus like the version before
Hmm.
Fansly, because so with my friend who I was staying with, who I had the experience with, um, the reason it happened, like she's a lesbian, like she's always had a crush on me.
Hmm.
And I've like literally had like, I was like, nope, don't even go there. Like, nope, we're just friends, like putting up all the walls, all the boundaries. And it wasn't just with her. Like I was like that with so many people.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting to see like how I am now. It was just like play. Like it was like no different. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, I was like, oh, I forgot my vibrator. Like, can I borrow yours? And like,
That's hilarious. I would never even think to ask someone that. Can I borrow
no,
you
I don't
really
know.
quick? What kind do
Um,
you? That's so
so
funny.
yeah, I know. It just like it kind of was just like fun and playful, and it was really cool because afterwards too, like when we were talking more about like our experience together, she was like, you know, you feel so free. She was like, I haven't been with anyone in like years, and she was saying how like she put so much like weight into the interaction of like, oh my God, I really like this person. And so it has to like, we have to be in a relationship and like, and we have like, there's just, and I did the same thing, like with
Yeah.
my interactions. So it was really interesting to see it from like, let's just see, like, let's just play. And how now I feel like I'm like, whoa, like the feelings are now coming. Like
Yeah. That's so
very
interesting.
so interesting.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
it's just like they say with like having sex with somebody, like you're exchanging energy. So that's
exactly.
like a part of it.
True. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that too. I was like, wow, am I gonna be like this with like I wonder if like, yeah, is it like everyone that I'm gonna be intimate with? Is that like gonna be an intense feeling roller coaster because yeah, I just haven't really I've been in, I was in a marriage for 4 years, and then I was in a relationship for another 3 or 4 years. So this is the first time that I'm like exploring again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very curious to see. But yeah, I'm like totally catching all the feels. And I literally never thought I would like I always had a curiosity of like being with a woman just out of like I don't know, like why would we just be attracted to one gender? That feels so limiting.
Yeah. Right. You're like, here I go questioning everything always.
Yeah.
I love that though. Yeah. I mean, I did them very young. Like I was like, I think like 18 the first time I was with a girl.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it was just like me and her, like it was just more of like it wasn't relationship stuff. It was more of
Yeah.
just sex. Like it felt
Yeah.
good. So,
Yeah.
and I had like several threesomes. It was a lot of like drunken experiences too,
Right. Right.
like
Right.
getting up the balls to do it. But I did have an experience like with a good friend of mine too. We were definitely drinking, but
Hmm.
yeah, that was probably one of the best experiences I had ever had. I was like, this is
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about it. Like, okay, this is like might be TMI, but like when I was like I've always self-pleasured, like not with my hand or like anything. Like I literally like grind on on whatever the
I love
surface
it.
is.
Yeah. I've totally done it before. I'm
And
like, if
so
you haven't, you're probably lying.
right. Because like I don't know, like it feels so good. And so like as I'm like with her, I'm like, wow, I was like meant for this.
You're like, I'll grind.
Like, I'll do this all day. Like,
That's hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, it's funny because like I mean, things change all the time with me, but like for the past couple of years, like I haven't really been like, I want penis and vagina. Like I've just been like, it's gonna take it or leave it. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm just very, very interested to see like what develops here.
Me too. See how it like evolves or like
Yeah.
what happens from that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
maybe honestly, like, I wonder if there's like feelings there too because y'all have been friends for so long already. So
Sure.
it's just like you have this like love for them
Yeah.
platonically before, and now you're just like adding a layer to it.
Totally. I mean, we've done like a couple like intense mushroom ceremonies together where like we have traveled
Oh.
together.
Yeah. So
Like
you're like very connected already.
yes, yeah,
Just
very
adding a new layer.
exactly, exactly. I'm like, oh my
That's so
God.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I was saying to her too. I was like, it's interesting because like you were saying, like I feel like it just because we had that like foundation, it like and what I really love is like I don't know, I just feel like I can like now be all of me in this connection. Whereas before I was like, it was almost like I was feeling, the like, oh, she likes me and just putting the walls up.
Yeah.
And that just like didn't feel good. And
Yeah.
it's just like, we can just be.
Yeah. You're like, now I don't have to worry about putting up this barrier, feeling like you're going to
Right.
cross the line or I'm going to cross the line. Like, there,
Right.
we crossed it. It happened.
Exactly.
Now we don't have to worry
Icebreaker.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it
That's
just feels
really
like
cool, though.
it feels really wild and free and like, I don't know, just like I don't remember feeling like this with any men. Maybe like a little bit in the beginning, but it's just different. It's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like the difference is like, it's like because me and our connection, like we could be like two little girls like laughing ridiculously about things. Like I feel like our inner child children get along. I'm like that's a weird our inner children.
Our inner
um,
children are out.
they're really
Well,
yeah.
that's funny.
So yeah, like I remember at one mushroom ceremony, her bunny like was coming over to me and the mushrooms were starting to really come up. And I kid you not, like we were like, I was having a giggle-gasm of just like, I can't contain the cuteness of this bunny. The two of
It's
us.
like the what cartoon is it where Despicable Me where she's like, it's so funny.
Yeah,
It's like
literally. I was like,
like you're so cute. I just want to squeeze you to
yeah.
death.
We just had this moment of like, ah, this like cute, this bunny, and like sharing the cuteness, and oh, it was just, you know.
That's
So
so
yeah,
funny.
it's fun.
Yeah, that's so awesome though. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because for me, like being with women, it's always been very sexual for me. Like I've always been like, I don't know. Well, first of all, sometimes I feel like I don't know how to have a relationship with a man. So,
Mm,
but even more so, I'm like, it's even more like emotional and feelings and communicating. And sometimes
totally.
that's just like, I'm like, oh my God, like I do that with myself enough. I'm like, I need someone that communicates, but also like I don't need to sit here and be like, how does that make you feel? Oh, it makes me feel this way. So we're going to talk about how
Yeah,
like if I have to do that, I'm just like, oh my God. Like I
totally.
cannot. I'm like,
Totally.
and
I'm
that's how I feel like it would be like with a girl. So it almost like I just can't picture like being in an actual relationship with a girl. But sexually, I'm like hella attracted to women, and I've
yeah.
several. So I'm just like, and I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting to me.
That's really interesting you just brought that up because she was just saying, she was like, wait, when is your next like moon cycle? And we looked it up and like we're literally gonna get it the same day.
Of course, you're like we're synced already.
What?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So funny. And I know I'm just like thinking of like, oh, we're gonna like be two girls PMSing together.
Right. You're like, do we just like bite each other's heads off? Like, how does this work?
Literally. What happens?
Like, we just aren't going to talk to each other from this week or
Yeah.
how many days yours last.
Oh my God. Yeah, totally.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
like you were saying too, like it's interesting with me because like I've always found women more attractive than men, like
Yeah.
physically. Like I'm just like women are gorgeous. Like men, I'm just like whatever. But there's
Just
you know,
kidding. And then whatever.
whatever.
It's just not as attractive. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, and like so many people talk about this too. Like, it's just they just have like a ball and dick like hanging there. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not as attractive as like boobs and a vagina. I don't know.
Right. Like yeah, like the feminine, the curves, the
Yeah.
fluidity, and the male is just like a box. Like
I mean, I am super attracted to like a muscular man, like, but not too muscular.
yeah.
I'm like, but not too muscular. Me.
Can't be too much. That must be just right.
Right. But yeah. Yeah, I've just always felt that way too. I'm just like, women are beautiful. Not that men aren't, like, yeah, appreciation for them for sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like women are just superior.
Yeah,
And the
totally.
sexual, like if you, and even dudes say it too, like even gay guys, I feel like would say that they have such an
Absolutely.
appreciation for women's bodies. Like most gay guys that I know are like that. Like
Yes,
even though they don't even like girls like that. They're just like, I just have such an appreciation for women's bodies and they're beautiful.
absolutely. Yeah, it was funny. Because last summer I was like working at Easton Mountain, which is like an all gay men's retreat. And nudity was just everywhere and allowed everywhere. And so I was outside showering, and one of the guys was just like, I was just mesmerized by you. It's so funny, like coming from a gay man. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Right? It's like top tier compliment because you're like, you
Wow.
don't even technically like my body, like
Yeah.
for real, like, but you like love how my body look. Like that is like
Yeah.
the ultimate compliment.
Totally. Totally.
Like you don't even want it. Like you just appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's totally, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Top
1000%.
tier.
It's like goals. Just, yep.
Right. I love that. It's so awesome.
Yeah. So.
Crazy times. Awesome weekend.
Mhm. Yeah, insane.
That's all I
That's
have to say about that.
all I'm All right, guys, it's been real. Thanks for hanging with us. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Jade. Stay tuned for more unfiltered conversations. Finger guns.
Figuring once always.
I know.